We are on our way. We are on our way. We are on our way to the Eagles Browns preseason game, week 2. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah, we are on our way. We definitely on our way. I manifested that I would be at this game, and I'm on my way to this game. You know, I'm definitely excited. Yeah, man, I'm excited. This is my first Eagles game. My first Eagles game that I'm attending. I'm crossing the street. It's my first Eagles game that I'm attending. And like I said, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I get a chance to see the Eagles up close and personal. And also, I get to watch Shedeur Sanders, who I did a video on. Make sure y'all check it out. And I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the reasons why I'm going to this game, because I get a chance to see my home city team play, and I get to see Shedeur Sanders play. I know for a fact that there's a 100% chance I'm gonna be able to see him touch the grass. There's maybe a 5 to 10% chance Jalen Hurts might touch the grass. Saquon Barkley might touch the grass. A.J. Brown and all the starters, they might touch the grass a little bit. But we're going to see if Tanner McKee is going to pick up where he left off. You know, we're going to see. But like I said before, you know, Shedeur Sanders has to get the number one starting spot. That's the first test. But don't get it twisted. I'm an Eagles fan. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm going to be doing some shorts. Okay, I'll be doing some shorts. So make sure y'all check out my short section on the channel. That's where I'm going to be putting my experience at this Eagles game. Now, as far as scoring, I think the score might be a little low, because you know it's still preseason, so I think the score going to be pretty low. I'm thinking maybe 27-19 for the Eagles. You know I'm a root for the Eagles, okay? 27-19 Eagles, and you know I'm excited. You know, once again, you know we out here lone wolf style. Make sure y'all check out the 3 fights that I went to in 2024. Both Jaron Boots Enos fights and the Bravehearts fights that I went to at the Met. You know, I lone wolf it. You know, keeping it in stealth, keeping stealth, you know, staying in stealth mode, low key, not making no noise. You know, I keep it stealth mode. You know, I go, I show up, enjoy myself, and then I'm out. Not going to be doing a lot of talking to people unless it's pertaining to the game. And that's one thing you got to do when you by yourself. Don't do a lot of talking. You got to be very, very careful when you by yourself, because you by yourself. You ain't got no muscle with you. You your only muscle. So be careful what conversations you have with people, because in the words of Sean Gumby, you always on stage. You always on stage. You always on stage. You got wolves out here. And the only way for you to beat a wolf is to be a wolf. Keep your mouth shut. Say less than necessary. You know, let your swag speak for you. And that's pretty much it. You know, so like I said, I'm excited. The sun is starting to come out. It was a little rainy earlier when I did The World Is Yours video. Make sure y'all check that out. I'm just excited. You know, I'm very excited. You know, I was off a week at my job, so that's why you haven't seen me with the polo shirts on, because you know I'm off a week, and I'm grateful that I can take off a week. I'm grateful that I have vacation time, because somebody doesn't have the benefits that I have, you know, and it's very important that you practice gratitude. But yeah, man, we out here. We out here lone wolfing it, you know, introverted. Okay, we out here, you know. I think that the best Eagles team so far, my personal opinion, was the 2024 Eagles team, and the best Super Bowl will be the next one, because the next one is always the best one. We always striving for greatness. We staying ambitious, you know. There's nothing we can't do because the world is ours. We build the world that we live in within our own lives. So, like I said, I'm very excited now because the sun is coming out. The sun is definitely coming out. Like I said before, the weather is starting. It was a little, like I said, it was a little cloudy earlier, but I'm feeling good. You know, I'm feeling really good. And I know I keep saying it, but I am. You know, stay tuned for the footage. Make sure y'all check out my shorts section. Okay, I don't want to get any copywriting violations or flags. And based off of my due diligence, based off of me doing my homework, based off of me doing my recon, people who post anything in regards to NFL football, they always do shorts. So I'm going to follow that formula. So enjoy my experience at the Eagles Lincoln Financial Field preseason week 2, the Philadelphia Eagles versus my grandfather's Charles Polite favorite team. Rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace. The Cleveland Browns. Enjoy my experience and leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about my shorts. Fly, Eagles, fly. In conclusion, Cleveland Browns 22, Philadelphia Eagles 13. I really enjoyed my experience attending my first Philadelphia Eagles game. One thing I can say, the atmosphere is undeniable. When the Eagles is winning, it's a very strong, positive energy. When the Eagles is losing, it's a very strong, negative energy. Tanner McKee didn't play. Shadir Sanders didn't play. Okay, correction. And the Eagles, that team that played today, they look soft. They look very soft. Correction, I'm going to be putting all the footage in one big video and see what happens. If not, I'm just going to post them. So in conclusion, I enjoyed my experience attending my first Eagles game, and it will not be the last. They didn't get the job done, but like I said, we keep the same energy in victory, and we keep the same energy in defeat. Fly, Eagles, fly.